We gonna get straight to it. The new movement, DJ Drewski in the building. David L is pulled up. Respect the grind.
You already know what's good.
Listen, I heard we got Harlem in here today.
Yes, sir. We in the building.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Brooklyn, we Brooklyn, but it's Harlem right now.
It's Harlem.
They taking it. They taking it 2022, y'all. Trust me.
Big Baz,
It's good.
Rose Eye View.
God, we coming heavy, man.
They in here. You know, when people think of Harlem a lot, they think of like the little dancey records. You know what I'm saying? People getting jiggy up in Harlem, doing all the dances. These guys play me some records. It's not that type of vibe.
Not at all.
Right? And I love what he said. He said, yo, we just trying to like bring that pain music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real like, you know, you got artists in Harlem that, you know, shout to Neek Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's going crazy. All you know, that's spit that pain.
Yeah.
But we were saying how drill music, you know, Brooklyn had it, skipped over Harlem, went up to the Bronx.
Yeah.
But he played me a drill record.
Yeah.
It ain't skip over Harlem. I want to say.
It ain't skipping.
Who's going crazy in Harlem right now on the drill vibe?
I mean, I got a little like my little bros from my side going crazy too. Edot baby.
Edot, shout to Edot.
There's a couple little youngins from my side that's going crazy with drill music too. So it's like I wouldn't say it fully skipped over Harlem. It's just
they doing it in Harlem.
that's not my lane. So
right.
I leave that to them.
So for people that are tuning in right now, explain to them what type of music you make. What is your lane, right?
Yeah.
If they never heard your music
I'm coming
before.
more from like the soul of what I've been through, and I'm telling my story more so like to where like you could understand my like I'm telling it as like if it's a story, like I'm giving it to you a little bit slower,
right,
at a steady pace. Like I would say, it's like I call my music trap gospel. Honestly, like when I'm in the studio, me and my brother Rod Young, I say trap gospel music. So it's like I'm giving you a good vibe that maybe you going through something. It may help you get through it. You feel me?
Stuff
like,
you can relate to.
Yeah, like more relatable stuff. A better word.
Right. Now you played a drill record,
Right.
but I feel like you just did that for fun.
Yeah, I just did that for fun, you know what I mean? Because I'd like to switch my style up and shit. I don't like to stay one lane, I mean, grounded in one area. I mean, so I just threw the real shit out there just to show I could do it, but my real shit is the pain music, like he said.
Right.
I mean, because we from Harlem, you know what I mean? We got a good story to tell, but for some reason they just keep bypassing us. Like,
well, let's
like
talk. We're here now, so let's talk about that story.
They keep bypassing us, like we ain't them niggas inside. Like y'all niggas sleeping on us, man. We Harlem for real. They talk to us.
But it's all part of the process, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, you know, you guys are cooking up, making the records.
Right.
Now it's time to just not just put them out, but be in people's faces. And I think, you know, that goes a long way once people can start, you know, not just hearing the music, but putting the faces to it, right? So you pulling up today and just being able to tap in, like that goes a long way.
Right.
But how did you two, you know, how'd you connect?
Oh, that's my little bro.
Like,
I done watched him grow up. Like that's my little brother for real. We from the same block.
He grew up with my big brother.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I mean? We all family, so it's the same shit.
So
I mean, same
were
block.
you doing music first before while he was like a little kid?
I was doing music first. You know what I mean? But that's it. He on now. Like it feel good to see my little brother come up and make something of himself. You know what I mean? It's always great to see your peoples and your loved ones rise and shine. You know what I mean? With or without you. I mean, as long as they doing it, I just feel good that he's doing something.
Because not everybody be having that attitude. A lot of times, and he probably, you know, feel it more, you know, the older heads or the people that are before you, they don't like to give opportunities or put people on. It's like, nah, it's still about me. But the fact that, you know, you guys could write, do you have records together?
Nah. Remember we got that record back in the days.
Oh,
but,
some old
but that's old school though. That's old school.
Like before I was really rapping though.
Right. We ain't pointing that out.
We definitely gonna get something new though.
True story.
So it's time to cook up.
Time to cook up.
Anyone else from Harlem that you rock with or that you've worked with before, and maybe haven't worked with, that you would want to get in the studio with?
I mean, Juelz Santana, that's our big brother, you know what I mean, from our hood. So first and foremost, Juelz Santana, that's number one. I mean,
Yo, Els, listen.
I mean,
ready to work.
I mean, I was on his back like Cook Crack mixtapes.
No, we gotta go through Twin. We gotta hit up Twin.
Gotta hit Twin.
Tell Twin, yo, we need Els in the building.
Tell me every time, yo, we gonna do this. We gonna do this.
Nah, it's gonna come through.
It'd be a lot going on.
When God says time, it's gonna be time.
Facts.
How about outside of Harlem? Just, you know, because we were talking about Brooklyn, we were talking about the Bronx. Anyone else that you jacking that you would want to get on a record with?
I mean, as far as like young talent coming up, I mean, my brother Rod did a track with Young K.
Shout out to Rod Young.
I used to listen to K before like he actually blew up. So I like it. I like his music. I relate to his music a lot. So it's like I definitely do something with him.
Got you. How about you? Anyone from the town that you haven't
Fab,
worked with?
I mean, I'm into the older rappers, y'all. I mean, Fab, if Jay-Z stick around, Hov, 50 Cent.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean, the real spitters. You know what I mean? That's the era I come from. So that's those are the people I vibe with.
Well, because that was gonna be the next question, but you pretty much answered it. But like
Top 5?
people you grew up, not just top 5, but like that influenced you. So I'm sure at that time you was listening to Fab, listening to Hov.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
KRS-One, Notorious Big, of course. Tupac, I mean, Jay-Z. All the real spitters, Nas, Jada Kiss, like, I mean, I just come from the era of that real, raw, authentic rap. So those are those are the people I vibe with. I fuck with the new niggas too. Like Lil Uzi, NBA Youngboy fire. I ain't got front. And Ellie Chop too.
Right.
He alright.
Now-
And my boy J Rose. I mean, Rose Eye View.
Okay.
Can't sleep on my boy.
Rose Eye. Let's talk about that name because the name is interesting.
Right.
Where did that Rose Eye View?
I mean, I'm not like I think it was a UK dude, and he said something about bird's eye view in his song, and then like I think my man Justo heard that, and then like he just was calling me. He like yo Rose Eye, and then I just put the Rose Eye view to it, and then I just stuck with that.
Just ran with it.
It sounded good.
Cause that's definitely an interesting name. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Trenches, man.
Now, David, how'd you get in tune with these guys?
Well, my cousin Black, you know, it's been a minute. Me and Baz, we go back some years. You know what
Cause
I mean?
he's picky with who he works with. He
That's a fact.
he
That's a
think
fact.
he like Diddy and shit. Like picky with who he work with, who he want to
only
be
fuck with
around,
good
who
talent,
he be
though.
promoting.
Right.
So when I see him bring somebody up, I know it's like, yo, he really truly believes in the music or believes in the artist.
Right.
So I'm just curious, like how this came about.
Well, initially, what it was years ago, you know, my cousin kept saying, "Yo, we got this artist." You know, first he was like, "Yo, he African." I was like, "Oh, they gonna be doing these beats and all that." but then it was like, "Yo, he from Harlem, da da da, he good." So at first I didn't hear him. My other cousin, you know, cause he's like the big homie.
Right.
He was like, "Yo, cuz you gotta listen to this dude." So I was like, "All right." Cuz already said it. He said, "Well, he telling you the truth." But you know, sometimes you know, it's my little cousin. So you know, your little cousin tell you like, whatever. But
Yeah.
big cuz talk about it, so you like, all right, boom. So he brought him out. This nigga's energy was crazy. Like I was like, yo, what's good? Like, you know what I mean? And we was working. You know what I'm saying? And people like Easy Mo B met him. He was like, yo, I ain't seen nothing like this since Biggie. I was like, ooh. You know what I mean? Like he opened up for Lloyd Banks and all that. He was doing his thing.
Right.
DJ Envy, Cardi and the Lick and the whole thing, like it was making moves, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm a controversial dude. I was like, yo, run down on Flex. They was like, what? Run down on Flex. So they ran down on him. And
So
Flex,
let's talk about that experience.
so they ran down on Flex, and Flex, you know, yeah, what's up, guys? You know, what's up, you know? But it's real facts. Like, he was like, oh shit, like, who is these niggas? There's like 50 niggas in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they ran down on him. And he was like, yo, it's Harlem in the building. They was, he was like,
Wait, so where you at when this is happening? You in a club? Like, where?
SOBs.
Oh, at SOBs.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So then they started playing the records, started liking the records, you know what I'm saying? And that movement came because that Marville movement, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, and then the fact that the big homie Juelz Santana's looking at him like, yo, you know, I see you, Harlem, you know what I mean? So it was a good situation, you know what I mean? So he always kept saying, my cousin was like, yo, they got these little niggas, son, they wildin'. They good. Just keep paying attention. So bring them out. And that's how it all came
Right.
about. You know
So
what I mean?
so all this is going on. It's a lot of momentum. Now what's the plan from here? Because I know he just played me a video that's unreleased. I think that's dropping. You said on your birthday, right?
Yeah, December 14th.
December 14th. That's crazy. I think that's the same day my father passed away. That's crazy. Yeah. So that's coming. Listen, his life. New video coming. You played a couple records. The drill record, it's not out yet.
No, it's not out yet.
But the other one you played,
Yeah, I dropped that. That's everywhere. You know
so
what
they
I mean?
can go run that up.
Yeah, you can go run that up. Yeah, I mean, run them up.
Is there a project, EP?
Yeah, I
What's
got
going on?
I got the Voice of God EP dropping. You know what I mean, it's just like a sample project of everything that I got working on. But it's everything though.
That's
like,
a
it's
strong
everything.
title.
It's Voice of God, man. You
Yeah,
hear the
that's a
voice.
strong title,
I
man.
mean, you hear the voice. I mean, shows them what facts. I sweat a lot too. My man always told me, like, when he see me on stage, he was like, "Yo, you one of the only people I see that, like, when you work, you sweat.
Right. Because you
You know what I
working.
mean? I work, you know what I mean? I sweat. So if you see me, you're going to see a rag. I always got a rag. I mean, that's just my signature. So I might start marketing these shits. You heard?
Because outside of music, you're a father, right?
Yes, sir.
You got what, like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old? 2-year-old daughter. So I know that right there is a different type of motivation when it comes to this music.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I see her, and it's just like, I start thinking. So it's like, I look at I picture myself like where I'm gonna be, like where she gonna be in a couple years from now.
Right.
So that's why I'm really trying to go so hard with this right now. So I can make sure she good. A couple years, she ain't gotta worry about what we going through. Give her a little better life.
Yeah, that's a different type of motivation when you got, the kids involved. That's
a fact.
Because even the way he's thinking, like, yo, where we gonna be 3, 4, 5 years? I gotta make sure this shit is right.
So he thinking like 6 months now. Look at him, like 6 months. Forget 3 years. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Now I know you were speaking, about Ghana, and your whole tagline is like from Ghana to Harlem.
Ghana to Harlem.
But how's the family when they hear like you rapping in bars and it's not Afro beats? It's like straight street records.
They love it. I mean, they love it. I mean, because you got to understand the African culture loves the American culture. So whatever's going on out here, they embrace it. So who better to have than an African that's an American that's almost American? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm just trying to lead that whole forefront. So once I make that transition over there, I'm marketing and I'm going crazy.
How often do you go back to?
I try to go back every year.
Oh, so it's consistent.
It's consistent. Yeah, it's consistent. But I ain't really been on my music when I've been going because it's always like short vacays.
Right.
Because I work and shit. So, I mean, I got to take time off my job and all that. So.
Speaking of your job, were you working in the hospital during the pandemic?
Of course.
Even though it's like 2 years behind, but what we seen on the news, was it that real up in the hospital?
I think it was realer than what y'all was actually seeing. You know what I mean? Because I hear all the people out here with the conspiracy theories thinking like Corona was a joke.
Right.
It really ain't no joke. Like, I mean, if you was behind them walls and you seen like the ICUs and shit and seeing people dying, and you'll know like this shit was real. Like, I mean,
it's not a joke.
Yeah, it was a real war. Like,
how is it today now when you go to work? Is it still like weird up there? Or is it
nah, it's
things
calm. Right now it's
back
kind
to
of
normal?
Yeah, it's back to normal. I think it's calm now. I think like the government don't want to tell people that the pandemic is fading away, probably because of control and power purposes.
Right.
Other than that, like it's starting to fade away.
Don't say that.
Yeah, like we getting deep into conspiracy.
I ain't trying to get killed.
It's gonna get deep. Listen, before he put us in his little boat, we up out of here.
What's going on?
I ain't trying to get killed.
Rose Eye View in the building, Big Baz in the building. Listen, we're gonna send you back to Harlem. We don't want them popping up out here. Tell them your Instagram, how they can follow you and all that.
My Instagram is Rose We Trust. You can follow me on Instagram. I got Twitter, same thing in Rose We Trust. My SoundCloud and Rose We Trust. And my music, Rose Eye View on Apple Music, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
There it is. It's up. New video coming December 14th.
Yes, sir.
Get in tune. Baz, tell them how they can get in tune with you.
You can find me on Instagram, BAZ_THE_BOSS, or go on my website, BIGBAZ45.com. You heard?
And David L. That's your phone? You got business calling? The money's
It
calling?
can wait.
The money calling.
Phone clicking.
David, the letter L, RDG. Plain and simple.
There it is.
All right.
The new movement, DJ Drewski. Shout out to the gang in the building. Shout out to Harlem.
Yes, sir.
Listen, the boys is working. Get in tune, you heard?
Get in tune.
Wow.